Compiling a list of the worst human rights abuses in Africa is not the easiest of tasks. The data varies according to the organization doing the measuring, so the rankings aren't entirely consistent. However, according to one organization, Freedom House, Africa's top 5 worst offenders are Equatorial Guinea, under the iron-fisted rule of longtime dictator Teodoro Obiang Nguema. That country is followed by Eritrea, Libya, Somalia, and Sudan. From the forcible enlisting of child soldiers by armed groups to the abduction and maiming of civilians, especially women and girls, by armed militias, there's plenty of evidence of sectarian massacres along religious, ethnic, and cultural lines. So, what recourse is there for victims of such atrocities? The most prominent player is the International Criminal Court in The Hague. But it's a thorny issue for African leaders, who accuse it of conducting a witch hunt against Africans. The latest round of criticism has come from its prosecution of Kenyan President Uhuru Kenyatta. At face value, the court's track record seems to support those assertions. Currently, all 15 of the cases before the ICC hail from 7 African countries, namely Uganda, Democratic Republic of Congo, Sudan, Kenya, Central African Republic, Ivory Coast, and Libya. But what the critics fail to mention is that most of those currently before The Hague have been sent there by fellow Africans. Even the harshest critics of the ICC seem to agree, though, that Africa desperately needs its own mechanism to sanction and punish human rights violators. The African Union's African Court on Human Rights, on paper at least, is meant to try and sanction those responsible for committing human rights atrocities. When this African court will officially be up and running, though, and where it will be based, still remains a mystery. But its credibility is already at stake. The African Union recently controversially voted against prosecuting sitting African heads of state for human rights violations.
You deserve to know more.
eNCA.com